communicated that information downstream. I apologize that I'm the first person
Well,
who's come here to inform you all. I would have done that sooner if I had realized that downstream communication would not have occurred.
well, to be fair, Miss Siobhan, this
Uh-huh.
would be the time and place to let people know.
I was under the impression that an announcement was going to be made in the MDT for you all. So again, I'm really sorry. I thought that there was going to be something done to inform you. I did not realize this was the first time you were hearing about this. And just to go back on the pay, so you're at, let's say, 100% of pay. Pay was reduced by 10%. However,
10%.
the income tax that was prior
55.
10 was
Didn't he say
reduced
50?
to 2%. So you only, instead of that tax, so you're only having your total pay reduced by 2% right now. So 98%.
2%?
No, it's being reduced by 2%, so you're at 98%. Yes, the pay was reduced, but you're also getting money back on the income tax being lowered.
98% of what I was making before?
Yes, 98% of what you were making before.
What am I gonna do with those extra $30 gone? I got kids to feed, man.
He's such a little shit.
I did the math. It's $36 an hour.
Yeah, $36 an hour.
$36?
That is one less hamburger per hour.
That's less money for my daughter's tuition.
Are you telling me I need to manage my finances and proceed carefully so that I have everything planned out instead of just spending money whenever I want?
He's such a dickhead.
Yeah, I mean, if you need help with financial literacy and budgeting, I have a lot of calculators and tools that I can offer you for free to help you budget.
Siobhan, can I ask a question about the quota stuff?
Sure.
What are the charges associated with this quota again?
Let me go back.
Yeah, can we have like
Again,
a legend?
I thought this was going to be provided to you. So again, I am very sorry. I do not realize this was the first time you're finding out about this.
So also another
Wait,
question,
Cardman, if I send you a little, if I text you an image, can you put it on the projector for everyone?
You want me to make a command report?
Might be helpful since that wasn't done already. Give me one sec.
No, I'm playing. I can't make a command report.
Oh, okay, all right. I just emailed it to you. Can you put it on the thing?
Yeah, sure thing.
Cool.
Because
So
Can you get the projector up and down again, please? I don't see it.
If you don't
It's
see
going.
it, you
It's
have to
currently
take a
going up.
jar.
I did have a clarifying question, but I'll see the list before I ask this.
I don't see it. Okay.
I don't see it.
Yeah, nope.
That is a black screen.
Can you try putting it in there again, Cordwood? I think that's what I tried to do.
Oh shit.
I was trying to show you guys the
Oh.
picture of that kangaroo with the gun in its pouch.
Oh, that explains why it's blacked out.
You know, I'm something of a scientist myself.
Okay, who the fuck is
Hey.
this?
Good enough.
Wait, what is lame?
Oh.
That is stealing turbos.
La
That should be 5. I'm gonna be honest. That should be 5. That is actually. I would go as far as that should be like 10, because that's borderline impossible to actually catch someone doing, and it is the highest impact crime in the city, by like per dollar, and it's against other people, like not against some damn bullshit corporation like a laundromat.
So
Oh, no,
lame
you're
is this
good.
larceny of aftermarket motor
You can keep going.
enhancements. It is a new felony that we have that the council just passed today. That is so turbos, transmissions, or whatever, etc. It is applicable for each aftermarket enhancement that was taken. So if a transmission and a turbo is taken, it's 2 felonies.
It's
Wait, is a
$36.
D12? You can't roll a D20?
So that's the full list, correct?
On this.
When is that going to be in the
Group 6?
Well, hold on.
Okay.
I had asked an initial question, so that's the full list, correct?
That's a disappointing.
Let me just double check and make sure that this matches everything that I was looking at. Yeah, that's a full list.
Can you send me
Okay.
a text of that picture, please? I don't see the.
Oh, sure.
So I'm working 2 cases right now, both involving trying to locate and find somebody who's suspected of attempted first-degree murder. Say this case takes me 3 weeks to do. Is there any recognition for the time and effort I put into that?
Based on the sheet, no.
No.
No murder.
According to the
no
sheet, it looks like
robbery.
my work is null and void.
There's no robbery.
Your work
I
still
think-
matters. You're still doing your job as an officer, are you not?
Well, yeah, but according to the quota, I wouldn't be doing enough. So I feel the issue I'm looking at right now and this is my only point of contingency I have with this, is that this looks like it would more promote quantity, not quality.
On
How would it
God.
promote quantity when there's only a limited number of quota points that you even need to reach at the 55? It is to incentivize crimes that are a problem, according to the mayor. Sanitation robberies are a huge problem. You want to talk about PD repairs costing a lot? It's because of this. Because fucking material prices are through the roof, so parts go up because nobody is stopping the sanitation robberies. We're trying to help you. Help us.
No,
help you.
that's fair. But I'm gonna be moving on from adoption fraud for somebody who attempted to take someone's life, and I would say that makes more recognition than 10 quota points for adoption.
Well, hold on.
Do you think the quota points are going to be hard to fill?
I don't think they're going to be hard to fill, but I think if we're going based on the recognition, would you not agree that attempted first probably means a lot more?
Okay, let me ask you just as a thing, Flop. Do you think that currently attempted murder is rampant?
Right now, yes.
It is?
I've dealt with 4 cases in the last like 2 weeks.
Oh my God, you're telling me that the mayor's office might be wrong on what's rampant? I think they might not have the information or receipts.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you say this is an attempted first-degree murder and you've been working on it for 3 weeks?
I'm working on one right now that just started about a week ago. Person's in the ICU. I'm not going to go into too much detail. Unfortunately, until I get a chance to speak with that person, there's not much to really proceed with that case. There's people I could talk to, there's things I can do, but I'm not going to discuss.
And the doctors don't have any estimate on when this person might be able to be out of ICU to have a discussion?
They may
so
die.
You might have just... Oh, okay. All right, well, I was going to say, you're going to hit the statute of limitations in 30 days if you're already at 3 weeks and I haven't woken up
No,
yet.
I have about 3 weeks left. But the point I'm making is, while I understand the purpose of this, I do think that for an officer like myself who is planning on spending many hours on multiple subpoenas and multiple interrogations, for me to personally find ways to make that quota right now, I'm not going to be in a lot of situations for traffic citations. I'm going to be in interrogation rooms. I think that time spent is more valuable than meeting a quota. But
it's not just you,
I understand
it's
the purpose
across
of this,
the board,
but do you at least see where I'm coming from?
It's first of all, it's not per officer. It's the entire PD only has to hit 55 quota points. So I feel like you're misunderstanding, right?
What happens if I don't think I misunderstood. No, you're fine. I don't think I'm misunderstanding. I'm just saying, for those officers that are doing that work, does that not kind of work against the system? What is the purpose of the quota system?
What purpose is it?
Siobhan, please. You can do
Control the
this.
PD.
Siobhan, please. You can do
to
this.
incentivize
Oh.
the issues that people have brought to the mayor and myself over the past couple of weeks that they think are issues since we represent the will of the people.
Okay. I don't think most people are going to come forward and state that attempted first-degree murder, though, is an inherent issue.
I don't think attempted first-degree murder should take 3 weeks to investigate.
Well, to be fair, it's been about 3
gonna
weeks since Tessa stabbed me in the throat.
I am going to refrain from
And
comments
somebody...
because I do think that that's a big level of disrespect to the people that are injured. But I think inherently
People
what
think
people are
adoption
gonna
fraud is
see
an issue. No, that
are
is
traffic
just Max's
citations,
own
joyriding, things that you see every
agenda
day.
against adoption fraud.
I don't think attempted first-degree murder you see every day.
He has. You need to keep in mind. He has the power.
Flop, when's the last time we went to senior run?
I was about to say.
He has
like,
the power to do
I'm
those
playing.
things.
I just got back in here. What is LAME? What does that stand for?
Okay, so you missed that part.
The
that is
larceny of
aftermarket motor enhancements. So if somebody steals a transmission and a turbo, right, from the same car, it is 2 felonies. So it's a felony per item stolen out of the vehicle, and it's a $10,000 fine.
I mean, look. Can I? I mean, okay, I'm just gonna say it. All right.
I'll make that deal. How about you, bitch? You make that deal? I don't blame
We
you.
lost
Damn
$36
good
an
deal.
hour. $36 an hour can kiss my ass.
There's nobody getting.
Lenny.
There's nobody getting
Lenny.
OOC mad about
It's only
this.
36 left.
They have all
$36 an
the
hour can
reason
kiss
in the
my
world
ass.
to question
Okay,
it.
but I understand the reverse side of the issue is not that we only lost $36 an hour. It's about the trend
Well, if they're
in
getting
an
OC
economy
mad,
in
then
which
have them
it
report
seems
it
as
and
if
then
the
they can
rest of
take
the
care of it.
city is progressing and keeping in line with inflation, and then people are obviously upset about that, given that you want to have an actual life outside of being as part of the PD.
Like,
Okay?
this isn't
I think that's
us.
pretty reasonable.
As far as I know,
that's a
this
pretty
is
reasonable
the federal
assessment of the entire
government
situation.
making this decision.
These
And this is
55
the way they want
points,
to do it.
I could wipe my ass with these 55 points and get it in a week or in a day by myself. Okay, I think 55 points is going to be easy as shit to hit. We do that for 1 week. Show the city council that we actually do our jobs, and then they're going to fix our pay, right?
What happens if we meet this quota, huh?
Your
Didn't
pay
you say?
increases by 5% each week that you continue to hit it.
What if we go past?
I'll play devil's advocate real quick.
Wait.
Oh,
So
sure, yeah, join
wait. 98 plus 5 is
Lenny, stop.
103.
Lenny, please. I don't want to have
103.
178.
103.
105 sounds like it.
Wait, so we're getting a raise?
If you do this, yes, you will get a raise.
Oh,
These are
Yeah, we'll
clear,
literally get a
actionable
raise next
goals
week.
that you can meet in order to get more money. Most people would call this as a path, a very transparent forward path to growth.
The only reason I
With all
feel
due
like people are having
respect,
issues with this is
I
because
mean,
they've got
I see
lowered
playing
to
a little bit of
90
numbers game here.
instead of
You
being
get
100 from the start.
widespread, tax reduction on income, but reduce ours. So technically, I mean, it's still a 10% cut because it is a global change. It's not like, oh, well, we gave just you an income tax reduction and then a pay reduction on top.
Yeah.
So-
Well, that's the inflation shit I was talking about. Yeah. So it's reasonable that people are, obviously they don't feel good about it. But the truth is, look, we just do this shit for a week and then we just keep doing it because I'm telling you,
You can still be
55
nice
is
to.
nothing.
What does
Like,
this
is
change,
easy
though?
shit.
See, I don't have an issue with something like this.
No, it's not.
Where we
That's
can increase our pay.
okay.
I think there should be objective and goals.
It's not
to do
about
so.
you don't
I
get
just-
anything
it
from
feels like the
stacking,
BD's
though.
constantly being kicked
It's
out, you guys
whatever
are doing an
is the
awful job.
highest will give
it's
to
just
that
poking
point.
somebody with a stick nonstop.
There's no
And that's playing
stacking.
devil's advocate as far as
Stacking
prospective
means fuck
officers,
all.
because they do go out there and try their best, right? And then I've been constantly being told you're all doing a poor job. Do better, right? And it gets to a point to where it's like, what am I
you,
supposed to do?
Spork.
Well, I mean, look,
I'm
about-
other jobs
okay,
in the
sorry.
city are also having their income evaluated. You are not the only ones. All right, we're in the middle
Is there a cap
of
on the
a
race? Yeah,
massive
I think
budget evaluation
120,
and overhaul at this
125%.
time. All right, you are not the only ones affected. I know you might feel like you are.
It's
right
kind of strange
now,
for cops to have to be. Well, okay,
but
I don't want to go
there
back to the
are
discussions we've
people
had like the
with
last
jobs and
2 months. I'm over that.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
I know
Go on.
Flop kind of touched on this, but I'm gonna use a well.
If people have an issue, they can take it with management. Managements are the ones that made the decisions. It has nothing to do with us.
I'll give you the $64 where the fuck it is I owe you for this.
That take the level of need that he needs to put into, but on a daily basis, I see the will of the people is not wanting to be stabbed at burger places, and I would much rather stop someone.
Really, yes, really. If people have an issue, they can voice their opinion to management. We did not.
Can we get an EMS down here to PD?
We did not make these
Lenny keeps
decisions.
doing math,
If
and I think he's gonna hurt himself.
Fuck, just Espen, please shut the fuck up. I'm trying to talk.
Me stopping someone. Hold on, Oren. Let me cook.
Yeah, go for it.
Me stopping someone that stabbed someone else is more for the will of the people than harassing someone who says that's
If
that's
we
my
could,
X,
and I'm
Y,
pretty sure
Z
this goes for
relative.
Moon,
Oh,
me,
okay, so you
everyone
find that
else on the
prosecuting,
board, we would
adoption
give
fraud is just simply
PD
harassing people?
a
Are you saying
What
that
I'm
you
saying
disagree with
is
the
a
penal
budget.
code and the
I'd rather
charges
go
as they're
for the
written?
management wants the
0
PD to go in a different
quota of
direction. That's
stopping
that's
someone
them.
from stabbing
They have
someone
the
and a
last say,
10-point
and that's how it
quota
is.
of a citation.
But Moon / Maximilian Thoroughbred is aggroing, taking the heat from all of this,
I'm not upset with the money
because he's the
cut,
one
to be
saying it
fair,
in
and I'm not
character.
upset with the quota.
And people don't seem
But
to
I'm-
realize it
I'm
or read in between the
inherently
lines
with
that
Duncan on
we
this.
cannot
Yeah, this
change
isn't
that.
about the money. It's
No,
Oren,
I don't-
let me cook.
Sorry.
Hold on. This isn't about the money or the whatever. It's trying to change the PD's priorities from being for the will of the people to whatever the mayor's office.
The mayor is the will of the people. He was elected. You're not.
So, I mean, like I said,
Show on, please.
adoption fraud being down there at 10, the optics behind that is what? The more money behind
budget.
it can generate for the state, the more points we can get, it can easily get weaponized in a pretty bad way because.
Well, okay.
you're
Let me
thinking
ask
about
you.
the
Let me
points,
ask
not thinking
this.
about police work. Am I
How
making a
quickly,
difference?
looking at
understand what
the
you're saying.
chart, how quickly do you hit the
if I may,
55 points?
I think the money thing, I don't have a problem with the idea of hitting the quota points or whatever.
How many
I
cops are
agree that we're gonna hit
currently
it easy. It's not a
active?
problem. I think the visceral reaction that, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't want to speak for other people, but some people may have, including myself, is kind of we're
How
quantifying
much does it cost for a
police work
complete
with
repair?
points that don't fully
Complete?
represent
I don't
maybe whatever other
define
people,
complete
for example,
repair.
attempted murder, all these other things. It's, and I'm not saying that
It could be
that's
done
what
in a
should
single
be
day.
here.
They
but I
just
think
have to
that's,
hit the quota.
Like maybe a visceral reaction is
Like 10 pieces. 10
well,
pieces is like
I do things that
$5,000.
are not on this list that are things or the that are not represented on the list. If that makes sense. So it's more of a visceral reaction.
Unless you lower the
Because
prices
all the
being the
charges
mayor.
have some sort of quota
I think you
point
can lower the
attached to
prices
them
or the
within
cost of
penal
it.
code that you can then meet just because you happen to get lucky on that charge.
I don't think it's a
Did I
matter
hear
of like.
Future's new album?
I think it's
didn't.
just quota points are now what people are going to be talking about your workload. How are you doing? Oh well, how many quota points do you have? But that doesn't represent it. Is kind of the.
We don't
I
trust
think
you?
what
Is that
people
the
are
one?
kind of looking at it. To my.
Why should I spend my time talking to people when I can just go and meet these quota points for my PD, right? Shouldn't that be the main focus so we can get a PD pay increase?
I'm still failing to see why actual assaults are less quota points than a third-degree speeding ticket. What does that say about the will of the people? You care about people's lives in this city, or is it the budget?
Who is he
To
talking
be
to?
honest,
She's getting grilled.
when I made a 911 call and it took 30 minutes to officers to respond, I don't know where your priorities are. But this is what the mayor is setting as your priorities.
I'll answer that since I was
Just
actually
banned
there for
Sav
that.
already?
There were two of us on duty, and we rushed up to Sandy to talk to you and get information. This is about what was his name?
I like
Rohan, right?
Sap.
No.
Yeah, there were two of us on duty.
There's been more than one. It wasn't about that one.
I mean,
But now look at
Also,
us
Niggy,
now.
I'm not gonna fire
So we can live in the
anyone.
past.
It was
and-
when
and
I got
look at-
these on my head.
Actually, we fired the
There were
entirety of
still, like,
PD and
four
we
of us
just
on
turned
There were
duty.
about 4 cops on duty
the
for
entire
that. I was
city
one of those
lawless.
officers.
See how it
So
goes.
you,
As
can
I'm
you live
saying,
in
I
the
don't know what
past
their
and get worried?
priorities are or
Look,
what they have
you can
been.
live in
I'm
you can live in the past about the leadership and what numbers we are, but you look in this room right now. We're a little bit bigger now, so we can live 1 month ago or we can move forward. And this is not the way to move forward. This is just using us to push an agenda.
Ooh.
And Shaban, we're not getting mad at you. I think we're expressing how we feel, so we're trying to communicate to you our feedback, right?
Fire yourself,
Some of it's
Nobles.
valid, and some of it is just us complaining about different things, right? So
Thank you for saying that, Slux. I really do
I
appreciate
don't think-
your
I don't think-
professionalism.
yeah, I'm not mad
Yeah,
at
it's
you
true.
or the mayor. I'm just trying to give you my honest feedback on the whole thing. And I just worry that officers will start looking at things points instead of community policing or proactive policing, which we need. But the most important priority right now should be numbers, should be recruitment, should be trying to get more officers on duty so we can handle all calls. So
It doesn't say what
proactive
happens if
policing
they
can
don't
be
meet the quota.
Second nature to a lot of officers and not have to worry about responding to 77s all the time.
Some quota points for training people. Get more people out there, then we get more, effective work.
We're actually
True.
looking at bonuses for training. So that is something that we are considering, but it's not going to be underneath the quota program. They're going to be two separate issues and two separate rewards. So we are looking at incentives for training, but it's not going to be right, apples and oranges, not the same thing.
Right.
Can I
Right.
say something?
When it comes
Can I-
to
can I
yeah,
say-
of course. I welcome everyone's opinion.
I just want to.
Nice chain.
Thank you.
What,
Lenny,
TO
thank you.
bonuses?
Is that platinum?
These are diamonds. These are real diamonds.
Oh my god.
It's a thing though,
Yeah,
but it doesn't
I'm,
fix the problem of burnout.
I love this chain. I got it with my money. I spent on my money
Sell
on
it
this.
for the budget.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting a brand new personal car with my money.
Are those
Good
VS2
shit, good
diamonds?
shit.
That's an incredible
Oh.
clarity.
This conversation, please.
I just want to give you guys like another outlook maybe on this. You guys ever played Fortnite?
Fortnite. Battle
Anybody played
Pass.
Fortnite and you buy a battle pass? Yeah, exactly. You're buying the battle pass. That's what we're talking about here. These points are like the battle pass. These are just
Yeah.
side missions you know, you're still aiming for the KDA, right? Those are all those other things that we're doing.
Wait, what?
These are just, this is just the side
Oh my
missions.
God,
you know
it's
what I'm saying, to
XP!
fulfill the battle pass.
night.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
to get the DLC stuff, to get the like upgrades and stuff. Okay, so don't be, you know, we'll get it. We're gonna get these done, and we're still gonna get the KDA, and it's gonna be perfect.
Thank you,
Look.
Sergeant.
Look.
I understand
And
now.
we're still gonna get it. We're still gonna get it done.
Alice, I don't know what the
Thank
shit you
God
just
for you,
said.
Alice Watson. Thank
Sergeant,
God for you.
Sergeant.
Yeah,
Mormon
Chris
Jesus,
supports
of
video
course.
games. He's too old for
Mormon
that shit.
Jesus. Thank
I'll
Mormon
explain
Jesus
it
for
to you
you.
in a different language. Cornwood, I'll explain it to you later. Okay?
I think drug
Okay.
sales should be on that list. I don't. We
Siobhan,
don't
I
get
have a
enough of that.
question.
Yeah, go
And-
ahead. What's your
So,
question?
What when you say like the adoption fraud is 10 quota points, okay?
You guys just have to adapt,
no.
literally just fucking arrest
Uh,
Chatterbox each day of the fucking week
Yeah,
and you hit it.
that's what I'm asking. Does it count per charge, like or is it per incident?
I imagine that it would be like per incident.
You know, that's just like
So like if they get 5
your
counts of
opinion,
adoption
man.
fraud in
It's
one
like your
incident,
opinion,
does that
man.
mean-
It's just the one. It's just the one 10-point thing. It's not 10 for each.
Okay. And then if we get more than 55,
Now it's just stuck on the
does
screen.
the XP transfer over for next week's battle pass or no?
It's stuck on the screen.
Well, it actually
Please.
says that. It specifically
Why-
points a word about
why are you
incident,
stuck
not
on
by
the screen?
charge. Huh. Alright. Should have read that more carefully.
Yeah.
So what was
that's
that?
why. If
Oh,
we
there it
get
is.
more than 55 for the peak, the week, does the XP transfer over to the next week's battle
Oh, like
pass?
rollover points?
Yeah. Or should we just stop caring about those crimes for the week because we hit our quota?
Well, if you look at it,
That's a
you.
great question. You know what? Perhaps if you were to go over, there might be additional rewards. Not
Oh.
sure. Why don't you get there and then find out?
Show on, please.
Additional reward.
Sorry.
I know.
I'm just so mad about that
No,
hamburger. I
some
can't
people
afford it
say
anymore.
read and find
but
out.
that's
In this
passion,
case,
Lenny.
it's
Don't
arrest
feel
and find
sad.
out.
You're not mad. Passion.
Whatever. I'll let her do. I'll let her do her thing.
You're just gonna set our quota higher for next week.
Oh, true.
Oh yeah, now we're talking about
Don't-
budgeting and okay, so we got to spend the surplus.
Oh
Liam, don't
my
look-
God.
Okay.
Liam, I swear to God, Liam.
Okay, here we
I'll
go.
vote it
Okay,
in.
don't
If it
spend
was
the
too
surplus,
easy, they're gonna
folks.
make
Here
it
we
more
go.
difficult.
Yeah,
I-
I
mean,
I'm-
yes,
They're gonna
Alright, who wants a new
replace the
printer?
battle
First
pass
week.
price.
Yes, the quota points for the first week are intentionally low to help you reach the goal and see that it is not difficult.
She's fine.
Oh.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
she's
that you will
fine.
be
She's
very
handling it.
impressed with yourselves when you exceed expectations.
Okay, so we
I'm
gotta
proud in the
keep
work
it.
that you do.
So it
The thing is that
possible
there
you
is
get
some
more than
loopholes.
55, So we just stop at 55. So your expectations are low. I like that, McMahon. It's a good idea.
Who are you, the U.S. military with the defense budget?
Oh shit, this quota thing is actually bad. Hold on.
Yeah,
We don't like microtransactions.
Hey man, I'm thinking if I was on the other side, what I'd be doing? Well, they got fucking 200 points this week. That's too easy. We gotta make this higher.
No, I'm
Yeah.
thinking the other way. I'm
If-
thinking
if
you
you-
lazy sons of bitches, not you, but whoever's out there being lazy is gonna get their quota and be like, okay, we're good. You know, I don't have to damn
back
If
on
do
you
shit no more.
game the system, the mayor and I
KDA
will
still
become
matters,
aware,
Cornwood. The KDA.
and there
Since
will
the
be
car
consequences.
update, I don't know.
Does
I
that make
hate my
sense?
car, but
Do not abuse the good faith being extended
think
to
some
you,
people
and
love
do
their
not
new
try to
cars.
attempt to game the system, or you will. You
Lose?
will. If you fuck around, you will find out.
I mean,
That keeps me in my law firm.
I don't think y'all would intentionally do some bullshit. To be fair,
we've never tried to intentionally.
but
do bullshit.
also at the same time, I don't know if folks would be like, oh, hit the quota, I'm happy. Oh my shit, oh my lord, this is like hourly wages. Holy hell.
Brings
Or
back some
put it-
Wait,
memories.
question. Wait a minute. Does this mean we're working on commission?
You always do. You get 50%
Don't you
of the time.
already do that? Because yeah, exactly. You already have been working on commission.
Angela, we might need you on court.
Oh my God.
But unlike other commission
Michael, just stand on
employees, you are
stage?
not draw
No.
against commission. You are salary plus commission.
I
That's
did.
fucking
Yeah.
golden.
Oh, dope!
Adam McNulty.
Oh, McNulty.
shift 3?
He
Get
doesn't know.
Adam
McNulty.
McNulty.
Oh,
McNulty.
God, you
Look at the
you
look
are
at the
show up
screen.
here right now.
McNulty
what
has one
is
of our
what?
what
the hell
McNulty
is
probably
it?
feels about this like I
What's
do.
a
though.
Quinoa point?
McNulty, as someone who is a pinnacle of the values, the core values of the LSPD, and caring about
Oh,
the
yeah.
people first. How
Sure.
do you feel about priorities now being moved to instead of if someone's being stabbed, that we need to focus on adoption fraud, or we lose our money instead of the stabbing?
What the fuck?
Stabbing is a zero quota
2.5
points.
quota points.
What does a quota get us?
An afterlife or life
It gets
before
you
that?
a raise, McNulty. It gets you a raise.
Oh,
For the whole PD.
Oh,
For the whole
so
PD.
what you're telling me is
That's a
this is a
half-truth.
classroom now, and we're fucking children getting gold stars for doing our job. And when we get enough gold stars, we get a raise. Wow, great!
Oh, so it's like the rest of the city.
So it's like the rest of the city,
great. So
exactly.
now we're like sanitation and all that.
The problem is, McNulty, the problem is that it's prioritizing various different
I
things
don't give
that
a
go
shit
against
what
our
it fucking
values.
prioritizes. I don't do my job for gold fucking stars to raise my pay. Fuck you.
So are you going to just perform as normal, or are you going to start doing these quota stuff?
I don't give a shit about your fucking quota points. I'm gonna go do my job.
Based.
McNulty, I don't think you're actually gonna have any problems doing this. I think you're.
Yeah, I mean, I think this shit is gonna be so damn easy to hit.
It's a whole PD.
It's not,
no way in hell
it's
it'll
whole
hit.
PD, and nobody's even gonna need to
no
think
way.
about it. You just
If
do
you
your
don't have
job.
55 points, then honestly, don't show up to work.
Yeah, like I mean, just truthfully, like I legitimately think there's multiple people in this room that could probably hit this in a week on their own.
Yeah,
like,
but the problem is, right? Let's say,
without
let's
trying
say-
to.
What is this? Weekly, monthly, or what?
Weekly, across the whole
Okay,
PD,
right,
not on an
let's say-
individual
let's
basis.
say-
Everybody's points. add up
Let's say
towards
we
a
fall
total.
short. What happens?
Death penalty.
Let's say 2 weeks we fall
nothing.
short.
Nothing would happen as far as I'm
the
aware.
pay
It's
gets
just your
lowered.
pay will, your pay will just stay where it's at, which
It
is
will get
slightly
lowered. I heard what I heard.
Our pay will get lowered if you don't reach this quota.
Yep. Or if you game the
You
system,
lose
it gets
gold
lowered.
stars.
Okay, so let's say 2 weeks in a row we lose this quota and our pay gets cut. Unless
Okay.
cops get on
Wait,
duty.
by the way, it's already been cut a little bit.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Hey, he's got to hear the whole thing. He's missed a little piece of it.
Okay, bullet points. We make 36 less dollars an hour than we did like a month ago.
Okay.
We have a quota that we have to get 55 of these quota points per week across the entirety of the PD, and that is not per charge but per incident, and you would get the highest value per incident for
whose
the
idea
quota points.
was this?
This is mayor's.
Yeah, it's the mayor and council's idea.
I'm shelving Jenny.
And he
for
got this from a
PD.
kindergarten class, I presume.
Boy, do I have the conversation I need to have
No,
with
do you
Jenny.
feel like you're being condescended to right now? Do you feel like I'm
It
condescending
is
to
kind
you?
of.
To the mayor.
It is kind of. Well, I mean.
Do
it's been
anyone in
disrespectful
chat
to
understand
us.
why 55
Doesn't
55
matter.
points
I'm
is
not
not a
saying
problem?
No. I don't give a shit about whether he's being condescending or not. I look at this and see, hey, you guys have to reach this or go fuck yourselves. That's how I see this. This is a load of fucking shite. I didn't become a
55
cop
isn't
to
a
reach a
lot.
quota. I became a cop to help people, and that's what I'm gonna keep doing.
Jenny is
And I don't
initially-
want you to
okay,
stop helping people. We do not want you to stop helping people. We do not want you to stop caring about any crimes or whatever.
Yes.
This
However,
is, wait, hold on, hold on.
however,
Look,
Siobhan-
let me finish my thought. Let me just finish my thought, okay? Because I wasn't done. All right. However, this is based on feedback that the people have brought the mayor and myself about priorities. He has been dissatisfied with the performance thus far. And as the mayor is quite literally an elected position who represents the will of the people,
has
that's
to
where
be
this
over
is coming
25,
from.
55.
The-
There
the
is,
people being
I don't
killed.
know, in total at this point.
The citizens of the city who vote.
who have come forward and said, what about the PD?
They're saying that these are the issues that they are facing. I mean, if you want to read like my
Oh,
48 pages
Siobhan,
of
don't
notes,
fight
I'm
with
would
my
be happy
Nazi.
to share them with you.
I can't even
Issues
search
they
for
are
these.
facing are criminal possession of firearms, sanity robbery, I say has
Sanitation
lowered.
robbery is a huge issue, and then
So
also
you're
causes issues
saying
for you,
you're
doesn't
saying
it?
I have met multiple people in the city that completely disagree with adoption fraud, and
The
you're
fuck is
telling me
this?
that half of the city out now is saying that their top priority out of money laundering, kidnapping, bootlegging, sanitation robberies, their top.
Oh, sanitation
their
robbery is on here.
No, but you're
You're
saying I
based on
get
the
10
points, the
quota
quota
points in the fact that the most of the city is against adoption fraud. The thing that brings me the most quota points is
Most of
adoption
the city?
fraud.
Wait,
I
hold
feel
on.
like
Have
having
you
the
polled the entire city to get
fucking
that?
Yeah, but the
max
thing is,
putting
the
in
one
the
thing they're
fucking
trying to stop
methodology
is
of it.
adoption fraud in
over
there is kind
kidnapping,
of fucking this
sanitation
over.
robbery. That's all the shit.
He might have done an oopsie on that one.
You're making the claim, not us, by having it there. That's the top priority.
That right there, the choice of kidnapping, which is 1 quota point, someone who's being removed from a position, their life being threatened, dragged somewhere else, held at knife point, robbed, maybe killed. In terms of prioritization of this entire list, adoption fraud beats kidnapping. So what this is telling me is if I see 2 911s, one saying, "Oh hey, Jimmy Bob McGee just said he's related to Bing Bong." I should go to that.
McNulty, no. I never said it's an order of priority.
No,
or whatever
no,
like that.
this
No,
is an
it-
order
how-
of
how many-
priority.
No, it is worth more because it is rarer. Okay, how many adoption fraud cases do you end up getting versus a average Joe Schmo assault and battery?
I hear the
This is
term
literally trying
mom
to
and
help
dad
you.
every
We are
day.
trying to help.
No, this quota can go fuck itself.
All right, well, thank you so much for your input. Really appreciate that. I
No
will definitely
problem.
take
You're-
all of your
you're welcome.
feedback.
Yeah, guys, be more
I can't believe I
respectful.
helped you a little earlier when you're doing this to me right now, McNulty.
Oh, I love Little Honor, and I'm keep doing what I'm
Listen,
doing,
listen,
but this quota can
listen,
go
listen.
fuck itself.
Listen, I get the fact that some of you are not happy with this, but be respectful. Siobhan's trying her best to answer
I
the
feel
questions.
like
The mayor's
even
not
if they
here.
didn't
That's
focus
the
on
issue.
anything on that
for the
board,
guy
they would
she's
still hit
The mayor
the
should be right
55
here
points.
No,
taking
this
questions,
isn't. This
right? So-
isn't aimed at Siobhan.
I
This
mean,
is aimed
nobody
at what's
else brought
behind her.
this to you all either. You know what I mean? And when I walked in here and I'm finding out that this is the first you're finding out about it and that nobody communicated what happened in the meeting to you, I literally did not know what I was walking into. I'm sorry. I would have come in here a lot more well prepared if I was aware of the fact that there hadn't been
Was
any
this
prep done
supposed to be
you.
met with smiles from us? Was this? How
I was
does the
expecting
PD
at
feel
least for
about
it to
this?
not be your initial
I'm not
reaction,
okay. First of all,
right?
I'm
where
not
you've at
gonna
least
give.
been aware
I'm
of
not
it
gonna
prior
give
to this
Flop
point.
shit for
Was
spending
this
his
like,
time
hey, we
actually
should
trying to do
approach a lot of the
his
PD,
job.
see how they feel about this before? Hey, here's this.
If you're
Brought up in
spending
meeting at
weeks
the
on a
council
murder case, there's
meeting
probably a
where
reason you
only a
spend
few of us were
weeks on it.
present, and that's the only time it was
What,
brought up.
what do you mean a few
You
of
could
us?
spend
Your
a few
little- your
days and be
PD
like, no,
liaison was
didn't
there.
find
Where's
anything.
Makoto?
Let's just close this.
Did he know about this prior?
He knew about it as it was happening.
That's not prior.
I don't think-
My point here would be this is
Oh,
something
prior
that
to
should
this,
be.
yes, he was aware of this prior to this meeting. Yes.
This
He's
this
known for
feels
about
like
the same
something
amount of
that
time
should have
that
been
I
brought
have.
to the PD as a whole to see how we feel, instead of here's this. Good luck.
Our pay was lower before he dropped this on us.
I don't give a
too.
fuck about the pay. I don't give a fuck about the pay. I don't like this.
McNulty, do you feel like this is going to incentivize poor policing?
I
Yes.
feel like this sets a shitty standard, and I don't like it.
I think
So.
this is going to
It
target.
goes against
this
our
is gonna,
core values.
This is going to turn into a fish in a barrel type of thing. We're going to go after the easy targets to make it work, and that's kind of not really a good thing.
Also,
Remember what I said earlier about gaming the system and
also
abusing
gonna-
the good faith extended to you?
gonna
What
point
was
out
it that
the-
Crane said? Max is going to go through all of your incident reports at
I'm
the end
gonna
of the
point
week,
out-
and we're going to total them up.
I'm going to point
No,
out the.
I get it. It's just more like,
But
oh
I'm
well,
gonna
we
point
have
out the-
this. Let's go, and it's Abdul versus some high level criminal. Abdul's gonna be in a shit taxi cab, whereas these other guys are gonna be in something a lot more 15 car swap type of thing. We'll go after the cab just to make it work.
So I want to point out the part that no one's brought up yet, and that is once civilians hear that this quota exists, they're going to absolutely blame us and say it's our idea when the mayor forced this on us.
I'm sorry, who's going to tell them?
Well, ours
Siobhan, no
Oh.
offense, you are ignorant if you think that this isn't going.
Well,
out
it
to
was
the rest of the world.
recorded. No, it was recorded.
He said it in front of a
It was
camera.
recorded. It was recorded. But I mean, who's going to go out there like right now? Because I don't know when that's going to be posted.
It was
Okay,
on
okay.
Actually,
Hold on.
really quick, it's
Before you
probably gonna be up
continue, is this
tomorrow.
already implemented? Is this system already
This
part
is
of it?
implemented. Yeah. this is
Okay. My
implemented.
follow-up. Is there anything brought up? Anything else coming up in this meeting? All right. Bet.
Oh,
I'm
you
out.
actually hold on.
where's the
McNulty, you
quota?
missed what lame is, so I should just inform you on that. It's a new charge that is going to be added to the penal code. It is going to be a felony with a $10,000 fine. It is the larceny of aftermarket motor
Oh, he
enhancements.
just walked out.
Where are you going?
Okay, all right. All right, well, thank you so much. This went over super well. I hope
People
you
are
guys
not
have a
allowed
great
in the
day.
sewers
I'm
either.
just gonna-
Ask
Thank
Black
you
to
on
share
that.
somebody today.
If you guys have any questions that you would like to ask me one-on-one or in private, I'd be more than happy to have a civil discussion with
Siobhan,
you.
Thank you for coming up here and answering these tough questions on a short notice. I do appreciate that.
No, my pleasure, Slacks. I'm sorry that it was fresh, brand new news to you.
No, listen, I had some context to it. I just didn't have the full context, and I didn't want to
Some
say
crime
something
offers
without,
more
I did not
points.
want to, add fuel to the fire. And
I
make
again,
things
I
much
am
worse
over
than,
all the
they
cop
could have
stuff.
been. And at the end of the day, listen,
I'm
there's some things you
letting
might not agree with. There's some things you might start
management handle it
challenge.
the
There's
way they wanna
some changes that might happen in the
manage
police
it.
department. But how do we come together during a time like this? Do we just sit there and bitch and moan and complain about what's going on, or do we go out there and do our police work? I get the fact that we got quarter points going on right now, right? But it's not gonna stop from doing our police work, and it's gonna be the whole PD coming together to make sure every one of you gets more pay, and hopefully we can get a PD budget. That
So
is
we
the
got
plan,
77
okay?
Requests, 77 requests.
Sir,
All right,
yes,
let's
sir.
go. Let's go. Strawberry Avenue Clothing Store. Let's go.
Is it not to make cops do a better job?
Mr. Smith, did you say something about the sewers we should know about? I heard you mention that briefly.
Oh yeah,
sorry.
you did a fucking killer job.
I did.
Huh?
I did okay because I
Yeah.
feel like that I did not.
Well, you were given a
Don't
shitty
worry.
hand from the start, so I don't know.
Yeah,
There's
You'll
nothing
be
really
okay.
do.
I-
It's all right.
Alice,
We still
thank you for
appreciate
what you
coming
said.
and explaining it because, obviously no one else did.
I did not get it,
so
but
I do
you did.
appreciate you
I'm
explaining
a
it.
bit frustrated that this wasn't communicated to us.
I'm
like,
a bit
how
frustrated
long-
this
how
wasn't
long-
communicated to
yeah.
you. Nakota's known the same amount of time that I've known. He's your PD liaison. He's supposed to come and tell you things.
I'm gonna be in fairness. Dakota fucked off after the meeting. It's again, I'm not holding it against him that he.
So
goes
he
to
didn't
bed.
go and tell the PD that something that's going to directly impact them has impacting them right afterwards. No
You
offense.
can't,
Okay,
you can't hold that against people. I'm just gonna be honest.
This is why I think that some. All right, I'm gonna keep my thoughts to myself.
Yeah,
on
no,
that topic.
I know what you mean.
You
I'm
remember we
just-
talked about earlier, and this is what I mean because I don't think that.
I mean, if you can't do it, at least be like, "Hey, I gotta really go. Would you mind linking him with someone like this?"
It's
to
not just Dakota
communicate
that was there, though, was it?
no, it was also Barrick and Ruby, and nobody else saw fit to put this downstream. That's what's kind of blowing my mind right now.
So how long have we had since that meeting?
Oh god, that was actually a longer meeting, huh?
It's like 6 hours. No, it's more than that. My bad.
That was more than that. It's been like 8 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
It's been like 8 hours
and
since that
Cornwood.
time.
It's very recent, though. I mean, okay.
It's very recent, yes.
This is probably a really fucking dumb question, but it's easier for me to just ask than to look it up. But how does the PD liaison get voted in? Like, how did that happen? We
There's a-
decided that.
Yeah, we voted for that.
Yes.
We voted for that. When's the next vote for that?
3 weeks,
Okay.
give or
Okay,
take.
that
Are you
was
gonna
what I
run?
needed to-
You gonna run, Alice?
No, I'm not gonna run, but I'm gonna pick somebody that's actually around more than just one shift. I've never seen Dakota like ever.
I never see him. Yeah.
Oh,
So I
I
want
am
somebody that's
fucking-
gonna be
I don't
around
like
all the
that.
shifts to help
Wait,
everyone.
actually,
That's
did we
just
vote for
fucking
that?
impossible
No, I
to have
think it
somebody around
was-
all shifts, though.
I want to
That's
you
not true.
run.
Have you seen Cornwood? He's crazy.
Well, okay,
Cornwood is-
Cornwood is a special case. He's the one that goes like 17, 18
then he
hours a
should
day.
be exactly. So he should be the one to be that person.
He would
right?
be able to communicate to every shift.
Well, I think if someone is not able to be around, it is at least in their best interest to assign someone. Like if he can't be around for
True.
that meeting, he should. You know, no. Listen, no offense to Dakota. Obviously, he's trying his best, but you know, if someone is at least if he has to leave
Did you see
for
the Gossip
external
Girl blast
reasons,
about
then-
Nakota?
No.
I wouldn't put the Cornwood in
But
that
yeah,
position
at least
either.
if he has external reasons, he should put it on someone else. Like, hey, look, I'm not going to be around. Can you
Be
guys
like an assistant,
do it?
someone
Yeah.
to like help with the other shifts. There's
A
nothing
relay.
wrong with
You just
that.
need a relay.
Yeah,
Someone
there's-
that's gonna be there when you're
Yeah.
not.
I think Cornwood's unrealistic, but you know, I
This
think
is an
it-
example, right?
yeah,
Like,
I think anyone
that-
would just delegate.
I think that there is probably another person that can fulfill that role that might be just as good of a choice as Nakota.
I
that's
sent
just
it
my
to all
thought
of
process.
you, so you should have it now.
Well, it's fair. Like, it's also a learning process for everybody because this is the first time around. Also, keep that in mind. Then now you know how it's gonna work, how it's gonna go. So now you can find a person that might be better suited.
Yeah,
I will personally be against people calling other people out if they can't be around 24/7 because that is just not possible unless you're Cornwood.
yeah.
If that is
I think
your
it's more-
yes, if that is what you use as your baseline, then I will not keep in my position either because I cannot stay
Yeah, I
around
know.
for so much.
It's unrealistic.
Yes.
I think delegation is definitely a thing. I mean, it's Nakota's first time. I mean, it's any officer, it would be their first time. You know, we've been in this city for too long and we never had that before, right? So
Mhm.
I think he's trying his best, but at least, you know, I think if we are to vote for a liaison, we should definitely say like, hey, look, you know, we're not expecting you around 24/7, but if you can't go to these meetings, like the thing is, it's his job to, if you want to be honest, it should be his job to make these announcements. It shouldn't be your job, right?
No, that's
Like-
no. I get your point, but I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
in this case there were multiple people there, and if nobody has communicated to you, it seems like it's a
Yeah.
bigger problem. Than
It's
just
more
Dakota.
than that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
So like the only reason we came down here was literally to let you guys know about lame and to let you guys know that you can now charge people with felony trespassing if they go in and come out of
Oh
the
yeah,
sewers.
if they go in the sewers. That's what we came down here was to talk about the felony trespassing for the sewers.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
felony
okay.
trespassing for the sewers.
That's I heard you mutter
About the
sewers, and I was
sewers?
like, okay, what is he trying to say? Because everyone just left in raid.
Yeah, I mean that's what we came here to say. I wasn't expecting to get put on. I literally thought you were already had the. I thought that the other 3-4 cops in the fucking room would have communicated the quota system to you. Because didn't
Yeah.
Barrick or Ruby, one of them actually said that they were gonna make like a PD announcement to inform you all, like in the
Yeah.
reports or whatever, some
He
sort of
probably is
announcement
gonna
report
do
thing
it
in the
when he next
MDT.
wakes, to be honest.
But it was already in effect,
Yeah,
so
we
why wouldn't
haven't-
you just
Yeah.
slap it in there real quick? Like I don't.
feel like this is fair, but I'm just
my
gonna keep
G.
my mouth
I
shut.
am.
Well, regardless, I still appreciate it, everything
you-
everybody does.
if you
y'all
really
are
want to look
doing,
into it, then it should be
and,
the mayor's office
ultimately, it'll probably everything will be fine. I think
to
people are just
inform.
Yeah,
they're addressing their
mean-
concerns, and it's unfair they're taking it out on you. And I think that
I wouldn't have issues with the concerns if they were presented in a productive and like cohesive, logical manner, rather than something that's ad hominem and targeted. The fact that ad homs were thrown my way just showed that there was a
Speak your
real
mind,
lack of
Queen, shut
understanding
up.
or a lack of
Like-
engagement in good faith. If you're gonna throw logical fallacies in my face like that.
I think if you're going to complain about something, having a constructive resolution is important. So that's kind of my mindset.
Like, can I ask you, just from your opinion, looking at the quota points, how easy do you think it is to hit the 55? Just from
I don't really know.
It depends
but
on.
ultimately, I think that it'll be done. I mean, I don't think that y'all made up a number without like doing some research ahead of time in some way. Like,
I've been talking
Oh
to
my
cops
God.
all week.
Did you see that 911 response?
What was it?
Someone responded to a 911 saying, "What's the situation and where does it fall in our quota demand?"
Oh no.
Oh Lord.
I would love to tell you who asked
twat
or
something.
who responded, but it is.
Wait, sorry, say that one more time.
I said I would love to tell you who responded, but we can't figure that out for ourselves.
Somebody
Who responded 911? Wait, what did they say?
Somebody 911 that they needed EMS, like they needed help.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the officers responded, "What's the situation and where does it fall in our quota demand?"
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be some people that take it the wrong way, but I mean that's the job of our sergeants, like Alice to handle, right, Alice? Sorry.
I'm not gonna be able to find out who the fuck did that 311 anyways.
As a big man Nazi, probably.
It's kind of fucking funny though. I mean,
Yeah, it is
I'm,
pretty funny.
I'm giggling a little there.
Sorry, yeah, that's why I kind of stutter on my words.
I understand that this was going to rub some people the wrong way. And I expected to get pushback. I'll just say this way. But I wasn't expecting to get the brunt of it right then and there. And I just want to say how much I fucking appreciate all of you, and Alice, especially you, for getting up there and saying what you said. You understood it. You get the assignment. Thank you.
I mean, you could have just docked our pay and not fucking gave us any incentive to increase it. So, I mean, I'm a more open-minded person.
Do you
and
know
look at
how
things in
many-
a positive manner.
Do you know how, like, for paralegals and for lawyers to figure out how they can move up in their career, there is no defined anything on how you reach that, okay? This is an actual, very clearly defined, transparent path forward towards, like, to progress in your career and to get more money.
It's a rep system.
I don't think the idea of it is bad. I think you know, as much as Duncan was like being, you know, a little bit brash about it, he, you know, I think it does kind of in its own like minds is set like a priority list in a way, which, you know, if everything was low value and, you know, it was just kind of like every one of these adds in, you know, kind of thing, like instead of it just being like, oh, priority this, you know, like, oh, let's make sure we get those adoption frauds and don't let them slide kind of thing.
Yeah,
I think that them bringing up other things to add to the list for the future of the incentives isn't like a bad thing, but they could have come up with and said that in a better manner. They could have said, hey, can we add something like XYZ to the list for a certain amount of points for next week? or whatever the case may be, or like an errata or something to the list, instead of just bitching and like I don't know. Again, I'm just in a different mindset. I just
People have a tendency
I
to
don't know.
speak their mind in a way that doesn't provide feedback. Either they take it out on Twitter or they just scream and yell instead of.
Yeah, it's human nature. I get it. I'm just not in that mindset, so I understand the direction of what is more appropriate and to have a better
Be right
resolution.
back. I'm eating IFAX. 1 second.
All right. Yeah, stop eating those. They're not nutritious. Empty calories.
It's again, it's also a new thing. I'm sure there isn't like any. It's not written in stone. I'm sure there's
It's not, and it's
room
not going to be
to.
perfect. It's the first time something is being done. I get it.
Yeah,
But
one thing. Yeah, I mean the number one thing you're gonna learn about the PD is that, listen, whether or not people like to admit it, people don't like change. You know,
I know most people
everyone-
don't like change. They fear it. I mean, I don't because
Yeah.
I'm a neoliberal.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not a
mean,
conservative, and I feel like I'm gonna tell you right now. I feel like every single person in this room who bitched is a Republican. You know why? Because they want to conserve the status quo. They fear change. All right, like this is quite literally the political science definition. All right, of a conservative is that they do not want to change. They want to return to the way things were. They want to conserve the status quo. Liberal, by definition in political science, means somebody who wants to try things a new way. They want to do something that hasn't been done before to try to fix a problem. Versus the people who just want to maintain how things are, right? I also think that's like spirit versus letter of the law is like Democrat versus Republican. Regardless, or liberal versus Republican. And I just feel like there's a lot of fucking
It's very
Republican
easy to blow
responses
up
in
your
this
hostile.
room.
I like McNulty. He's a
And
great character.
you might say, Siobhan, why would you be surprised? Cornwood is here. Cornwood is a closet liberal, but do not tell him I told you that. All I know is that I'm actually glad that I was the one in here to speak, because if Max was the one in here, I'm pretty sure everyone's pay would have gotten lowered some more. I don't know what he's gonna do when he hears about the response.
Don't say that.
I mean, I think give it time. I think everything will inevitably work out. And
I mean, the list isn't final. Adjustments will be made, of course. I think. I'll tell him.
yeah. I think that having a platform where I don't know how specifically it would work, but I guess would we tend if we did have opinions on it, would you rather it be in a formal I don't know, not like this meeting, I guess, because the meeting's a bunch of rambling, but like would we technically have to go to
What that
Nakota for
turned
that?
into was a bunch of fucking dogpiling on
Yeah,
me.
no.
Right? It was literally
Show up at our
funny
meeting
enough for the
and
PD, right?
present
You
it.
guys all shot the messenger. Not all of you, but a good component of a large portion of the
Go
room
extend
quite
the
literally
talk,
shot
everyone's pay.
the fucking messenger right there.
That's not what
I mean,
affiliation
I'm
is
gonna
for
be frank,
specifically,
if
but sure.
I think that if you had Eric go up there and say all these things, I bet you it would have been a completely different thing. It's just that
you're right.
form of respect and that people don't have with
no,
the
people
government.
just simply look at Siobhan and the mayor's office and council as like the enemy.
Yeah,
is the
it's
truth
been
of
a
it,
thing
as
for
opposed
years.
Dr.
to
P and then play Max.
like
Bro.
just another like
I'm gonna say this right
branch,
now.
I guess.
Asking if PD should not help getting someone who is getting stabbed, okay, because that's not a quota point, is a delusional as fuck, stupid, moronic fucking argument. Holy
Yeah,
shit!
such a dumb
Are you not a
question.
human being?
It's an extreme.
Like the question is moronic. It is literally engaging in bad faith when someone creates a no-win condition or scenario for you. It is the definition of bad faith, and that's what they did. Which means they're not trying to see what we can do or find new ways to do stuff or even engaging in any positive or good faith manner.
So we just saw it with the Max.
Again, someone could have just said, "Hey, can we get XYZ added to the list for some kind of points or something like that?"
Right, why not just
but-
ask those questions? We're like, hey, we would love to see whatever because we think that this is an issue that, maybe, we're not
Somebody
responding
like-
to as much and we
people
should
like
be
to go
responding to it
extreme,
more.
Yeah.
That is the thing. For some people, it just jumps to the extremes from the get go. Because
Yeah,
it
when
gets
in
the
reality,
it doesn't get the best result, but it gets, they try to get their point across by using extreme measures. I feel like if you guys do have feedback, you should probably either talk to each other or somebody should just present it to us at the meeting next time, like our meeting, not PD meetings.
Yes. I think
So is
that's
this
what I was
true?
saying.
This gossip girl thing? Has Dakota not brought anything forth to the council?
He brought one thing today, but that was something that I worked on with McNulty, and I told him to bring it to Nakota. So, no, he hasn't,
No.
other than the thing that I did.
Don't think that is
Because I wanted
inherently
Nakota to be able
true.
to bring something.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
So
you know,
that wouldn't be
Dakota-
true. I'm trying to
got
help him.
voted-
I'm trying to help, and I feel like people don't see it. And you're right, Alice. People do see us as like the bad guy. And you know what? If they think I'm the bad guy now, and I'm actually trying to help them, just you fucking wait till I actually get sick of being out of the DOJ and return to my judgeship. All right, and then you're gonna find out what a fucking enemy they decided to fucking make of me. Oh my fucking god! I can't fucking wait for that day when I get to deny subpoenas. Sorry, I am still.
Shit escalated while I was going. I was just getting
Um,
food.
No, it's just don't worry. She's just
I'm just
Okay.
passionate.
I'm just
I-
fucking
I'm
with you. I'm
Irish.
fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
Oh god, but when I fucking get a reign fucking supreme in a courtroom again, oh my fucking god, the contempt I'm gonna throw down.
My next question is: did Dakota put his name forth for the PD Legion position?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did.
Okay. I wonder if anybody talked to him and like asked him like, is he actually still want to do it, or like what? I attempted to set up a meeting with him one time to discuss something, and I texted his number, and it was not apparently the right number because I've been left on red, so I don't think it was his number. And then I got caught up doing other things anyways. But again, I don't ever get to see him, so it's kind of like one of those really rough things for me to bring stuff forth to him. But I wonder if anyone's actually even asked him, like, or brought him things to bring forth, or if he just people are bringing him things and he doesn't want to bring them forth, or doesn't bring them forth, or maybe he doesn't even want the position. Like, I'm not sure. I wonder what.
Yeah, that's the thing.
What's like kind of going on there?
I think he's confused on whether or not he is able to represent the whole will of the PD. Okay, he's in a tough position, right? Because at the end of his term, he goes back to being rank and file, and command is command, right? I mean, if I was him, I would be scared of retaliation after the fact if I went up against like my commanding officer's will, right, to try to do something with the rest of the PD. I think he's actually put in a pretty shite position with that's a real catch-22 for him. So I want to be absolutely fair to him, and that's why I was trying to do what I did today with helping out with writing up a little something to have someone to present to him or whatever. You know what I
He's
mean?
the fucking
Like
PD's mayor, though. He should be like there, like getting
the
feedback
liaison.
from everyone. You know,
the
like,
PD liaison. Yeah, I agree.
Well, do people
Yeah.
go to him though? That's the thing. Like, do people
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
talk to him?
we don't see him.
Has someone actually? We haven't, right? But I'm curious of like the
We would
ship
need
that
to
he's
overlap.
actually around. Are people bringing things to him and he is just like sweeping them under the rug, or he gets discussed further and it's like, nah, this is probably not a good thing to bring forward? Like, I'm curious how throughout all this time nothing has been brought forward, I guess.
Well,
is
this
my
is
thing.
this is a failure on his part, in my opinion. He should be having these people here to get that feedback to bring to him instead of us having to do the extra legwork, because this is his job to be bringing these issues to the council. And if he's not like making this transition happen, then that's kind of on him.
Yeah. So Siobhan, I'd like to ask. So I remember in the early days when he was first announced as liaison, one of the things that me and Bones mentioned was the idea of introducing Air One to the police department. Did he actually bring that up to you in any meeting? Or I guess this goes to you too, Simone. Like, did he actually mention in the meeting, hey guys, the PD is wondering about a helicopter. What's the vote on it?
It's been
blah,
talked
blah,
about. Yeah, it was talked about ages ago and was
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
kind of shut
Did
down
he-
because of.
Yeah. I'm not talking about it being shut down, but did he actually present that to you guys? Or was it like someone else said it and then you guys heard it and brought it up? Or
I don't remember because I believe that was like one of our first meetings when it was talked
yeah,
about.
okay. Because I was gonna say that was one of the things.
I'm just gonna say, as chief of staff, my role is to evangelize for the mayor's principles with the people on a day-to-day basis. I am running for mayor next term, and I really do want to help the PD because I do have DOJ in my blood, and lawyers do not survive without a strong and healthy PD. If you are not able to get arrests, there are no cell reps, and lawyers are
Agreed.
superfluous. Literally, it is a symbiotic relationship where both sides need each other to survive. I would never, ever want to put, you know, where I came from at jeopardy for any reason. And also I mean, I have a lot of friends who are officers, like you three, Cornwood. I had those relationships from being a judge where I really do care about your struggles and your ability to do your job. That's why I'm gonna do the free fucking law school on Monday. Fuck, I forgot to advertise that again today. Shit.
Yeah. Did you ever say that you should mark it? Did you ever get that marked on the calendar?
I don't know how to do that.
Oh, that's
Well,
probably a captain thing or something.
Yeah, I would try to get a hold of Slacks before he fucks off. I don't know if he's going already.
Okay,
Can we
I
just
should
add it
do
ourselves?
that. Well, I'll get him to do. Maybe I'll bother him
Oh,
about it
not
tomorrow.
anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, he's around. He's
I
around.
can do the event. Actually,
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
sick,
a
Alice.
command
Thank
thing.
you. Okay, yeah. I wanted to do it at, like, the time of like this meeting on
Hey, we have
Monday.
sergeants
That would
that
be
can do shit.
Monday
That's great.
night slash. Okay, let me just think about my brain. Could I do this?
I
like,
think people are
tomorrow
being
night?
unfair to Dakota. I think it's and it was. I think people don't know.
I was thinking like Monday
and they're
night
just
slash
making
Tuesday morning.
assumptions instead of talking to him.
Like
God, I
that.
forgot we used UTC.
That one. I know I forgot we used UTC too, and I don't know what that
Oh.
means now.
But I
have
also
to figure
know that a
out.
lot of Moon Watchers have a hate boner for Dakota.
Stupid ISO fucking trig, fucking ISO fucking.
Hey, you can change the top to be local.
Yes.
Oh,
You can tip the what?
change the
now?
time
Wait, where?
display mode. Click on the top right of the calendar where it says current time display mode. You can click it
Mhm.
to human, UTC, or local poggers.
Oh,
What the
thank
fuck is
God.
Oh
human?
my god, that's amazing.
Thank you. Oh,
Okay,
I
yeah.
love
So
our
if
IT
if
guy.
you could help me with making that for what is today, for I guess Tuesday the
26th at
26th at
3 a.m. Eastern.
yeah 3 a.m. Eastern / 12 a.m. Pacific.
This
Yeah,
is why Max added this.
That's
Okay,
okay,
for
perfect.
bruh.
Would you like me to do 3:30 so it's like after the meeting?
that would be great.
If PD cannot stand around and have a conversation with
Should
the
probably
fucking
do
deputy
4
mayor
then, no?
and chief of staff, there's a problem.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's just put it at that time, and then I'll just try to make sure I show up here, and like, you know, we'll just get to it whenever the meeting's over. You know what I mean? Just that way everyone knows.
Yeah, this is part of
I
his
can
job.
make it visible for the police. I can also make it visible for medical and DOJ. Would you like those? Any of those people?
No,
as
just do
well?
it for police. Yeah, we don't
Okay,
need to be for
sounds
anybody
good.
else at this time. Yeah, this is just because this is PD specific to help you prosecute.
The things I'm worried about is
I can't wait to go over all the docket stuff too.
The
Like
thing
how
I'm
the,
worried about
what
is,
the
like, all the
proper formatting
loopholes.
is for things, how to respond to motions, like
would they
what that
just
back and forth should
try
look
to
like,
stop
how quickly
specifically
should
at
post
55?
availability, all that good
Because
stuff. I'm
let's
really
say they do
excited.
a
And,
week where they hit like
um,
250.
you know, and this is probably stuff
is
that
Max
I have
gonna
been
up
working on and
the next
prepping
one?
for roughly I mean, fuck, I'm using stuff that I've been working on for like over a year. This is probably like 75 to 80 hours of out of city work that I've done to like prep this curriculum, you know, to teach you all for free. Again, not charging or anything like that. Just doing that out of
I know
goodness of my
I
heart.
100% appreciate that because when it comes to anything, I'm so used to having a DA's office that I am absolutely useless. So I'm very
All
excited.
right, we talked about
the
that,
class.
right?
Yeah, I definitely am in need of help. So I'm gonna title it law school class. Do you want me
Yeah.
to add anything different than that?
You can just say bye, Siobhan.
Okay, sounds
Just so
good.
they know it's me.
And then I can put like a little description. So should you have like a rough time that it might last, or things you want, like a list of things that we're gonna go over, or anything like that in the description?
Yeah, just put down docket procedure, courtroom procedure, courtroom etiquette, and how to lay foundation while questioning a witness with objections.
So feedback just before, and I think I'm fairly decent in court. I didn't realize if we're giving a fucking narrative, we have no right to question from our side. So if our side's dropping a narrative on the stand, we have no right to question at that point.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that's actually like judicial discretion. Some judges will say no, you don't, and other judges will
Wait,
be like,
what
you
is
get
ending
2
in his term?
questions, and then it's crossed. It depends on the judge.
Yeah. So yeah, it was. So that was like a big, you know,
Oh, this is not
kick in the
carrying
nuts
over to
'cause
the
I
next
felt like
term?
something could have been covered better.
That's something we're gonna
Probably
cover
good,
is like
yeah.
how different judges have different procedure or